Hi, my name is Zion Mathis. I am in eighth grade. I am in the house of Issa Benion Hillwood.
I am E.K. Bonner, and I'm in the house of Altarismo.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Black history. Mr. Bonner, where were you born and raised?
I was born right here in Longview, Texas, in the Lakeport area. They called it back in my day across the river.
Yes, sir. What jobs have you had in education?
I've been working in education for over 20 something years with LSD. I taught fifth grade math, reading, science, and world history. But the most of the years I've taught middle school world history and my favorite theater arts.
Yes, sir. Do
Yes,
you own the business?
I do. I own a couple of businesses. I run a barber and beauty salon, ran it for over 20 some years as well. I'm a barber stylist there, and the name of my barbershop is Royal Reflections here in the city of Longview. And I also run a production company, film and theater. We specialize in film and theater, drama and dance. So I've been doing it as well over 20 years. So I'm excited about that.
What other ways do you participate in the community?
Well, one way I participate in the community, I don't teach full time now because I travel a lot in film and theater. Doing community projects, most of the productions I do, I've worked with a lot of renowned celebrities, TV celebrities from different TV shows, such as Dorian Wilson. Beverly Crawford is a gospel artist, and several other artists. And I do productions that give positive um, representation, things that can help the community. Like I did one not too long ago called Family Struggles, where it was dealing with teens and the things that they go through with families with peer pressure and mental problems, situations like getting mental health. That's what I want to say there. So I'm excited about that. I do have a community dance group as well. It's called Dramatic Praise. They've been together over 20 years. It's a group of about 30 to 40 youth and young adults. A lot of them go to Foster. We travel across the country doing drum and dance. We've been to Dallas, Houston, Atlanta, Georgia. We've been to New York several times, Kansas City. So that's one way that I give back to the community for our youth and young adults to see things that they normally probably wouldn't have an opportunity to see without coming together in this type of group where we have a lot of sponsors and things of that nature. And last but not least, I'm a pastor as well. So, of course, that itself states doing stuff in the community. So that ties in with a lot of the community work that I do and an involvement uh, that I pursue in the community.
What would you like to tell FMS students?
I would like to tell FMS students to dream big. That's one of my philosophies. Never let your surroundings dictate your future. Dream big, work hard, have faith. I'm a believer, so I definitely have to put that in there. And cherish and appreciate education. You know, everyone may not feel like college is their destiny, but I do believe everyone should get some type of education beyond high school. It could be a trade school, it could be a certificate program, because everybody has some kind of gift. I truly believe that helps them to be destined for greatness.
Yes, sir. Thank you for doing this interview.
All right, thank you for having me.
My name is Zion Mathis. I am in eighth grade. I am in the house of Issa Benion Hillwood.
Miss Jackson?
Okay. Were you born and raised in Longview?
No, I was actually born in Greenville, Texas, and I moved to Longview, Texas when I was 2 years old. So I guess you could say I was raised in Longview.
Yes, sir. What made you choose education?
I've always had a passion for reading and teaching students how to read and comprehend, but I love to create it to where it is interactive and engaging for the students to want to learn.
Yes, ma'am. What jobs have you had in the education field?
When I first began, I was an instructional assistant and I got my degree and I became a teacher. I was a literacy coach after that, a curriculum specialist, and now I'm the head of school at Nettie Williams.
What are your future plans in education?
My future plans in education is to create my great great grandfather's educational museum, which will be stemmed off of Nettie Williams Magnet STEAM Academy, where I am the head of school, and it will be a STEAM museum in honor of him, continuing his legacy.
Yes, ma'am. How important is a good education in today's world?
Education is the most important thing you can have because it's the one thing that can't be taken away from you. A lot of people died for us to be where we are today to receive an education, and it's important to take advantage of that and use it to the best of our ability.
Thank you for doing this interview.
Thank you for having me.
All right, hi, I'm Pastor Jackson with the Road to Faith Mentoring Program, where we come in and teach young men to utilize their hands and their minds to be creative and to learn how to work with tools. And today what we're working with is going to be some screwdrivers and some socket sets. They're learning the difference in what type of tool we'll need to take stuff out and put stuff back in. With that being said, we're going to start back up. Okay, where's my guy that was just working? Come back in. Okay, now we agreed that it was hard with the flathead and the filler, but these are sockets. So when you put a socket on something, it makes it way easier. Why?
It's the right thing.
The ratchet. Remember, it's the ratchet. It has more torque than a screwdriver. The ratchet works for you. You got to work the flathead and the filler. So it takes the advantage out. You got to find the right size. So if I know sizes, so I need you to find the size that's going to fit that head. And it's got to fit it tight, and I'll check it.
You just had that.
I know.
Next one.
Wasn't paying attention. Check it.
I played all the instruments, and so if you gave it to me, I would play it. Now, when I became an administrator, my playing of all the instruments ceased. I can still pick up a tuba. I can still pick up most horns, and I can go through. But I think my least favorite is just one that I don't feel like I play well. I picked up a flute the other day, and I put it right back down and gave it to a student and told him, if you ever get out of band, you bring my flute back, but this is yours from now on. You know? That's because I like whatever I play, I like to play it well. I love playing bass. I just anything I can't play, that's an instrument that I don't like. So.
Hi, my name is Brooklyn Stevens. I'm in 8th grade, House of Revert. Today I'm here with.
Dr. Carl Briley, a former LISD principal.
Okay, Dr. Briley, were you born and raised in Longview?
I was not born and raised in Longview. I was actually born in Texarkana, Texas. I lived in the country in a community called Macedonia. I attended the Macedonia public schools, and I graduated there after 12 years.
Cool. What education was your education your first choice in your career?
Yes, it was. I had a principal who was my first cousin, and I had a shop teacher who was also my first cousin, and they were both in education. And my two older sisters both went into education and taught in Dallas and Arkansas. And then my older sister moved across seas. So they inspired us to become teachers. So education was absolutely my first choice.
Please name a few positions you have worked in education.
So after graduating from East Texas State in Commerce, Texas, I stayed till I actually got my doctorate degree, and then I went to work in Dallas Independent School District. I started as a special education teacher, later became a special education supervisor. I moved from there to a diagnostician. I admit that I had to travel all around the district to test kids who were referred for learning disabilities, dyslexia, and a lot of other things. And then my last position in Dallas was a counselor at a middle school. And after that, I moved to Longview. When we moved to Longview, I was counselor for half a year. The other half, I was interim principal after Mrs. Bonner, the principal, retired. And then during the following year, I was hired as the principal of South Ward Elementary School.
Oh, that's cool. Lastly, what would you say about the importance of education to our young people today?
It is extremely, extremely important. We can't say enough about the importance of getting a good education. And it just doesn't start when you get to college. It starts from the very earliest times that you can get into school and make the most of it. Get the most you can get from elementary, middle, and high school, and then try to make it your goal to go to college. You have to work hard, set your goals, and make sure that you achieve what you've set out to be. One thing that you really need to know is that you can absolutely be what you decided you're going to be with hard work and determination. So the more education you get, the better prepared you are. The better prepared you are, the more likely you'll get a job in an industry or a career that is rewarding and one that you will be pleased with.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Bradley.
All right, thank you.
Hi, my name is Brooklyn Stevens. I'm in 8th grade, House of Revert, and today I'm here with.
Officer Ladarian Brown.
Okay, so were you born and raised in Longview?
Yeah, born, raised right here in Longview. Went to school all through Longview Independent School District.
Did you always want to be a police officer?
Kind of, sort of. I would say since middle school, maybe, I knew I wanted to be a police officer because of some of the officers that worked the area in which I lived in.
How many years have you been in law enforcement?
14 years with the combination of Gregg County Sheriff's Office and the Longview Police Department.
What else do you do in the Longview community?
I guess you could say I kind of do a lot. I'm the pastor of Parkview Baptist Church, president of our Minister Alliance, serve on the ETAA school board, member of the Laterno Presidential Advisory Council. I'm kind of all over the place.
What advice would you give a young person on how to be successful?
First and foremost, definitely take what you're doing now serious. And by that, I'm talking about school. You'll be surprised a lot of the things that you do in middle school and high school and education in general, you will use later on in life. And it may not seem like it right now, but I can assure you it's definitely going to come back later on.
Okay, lastly, what advice? Wait, that was it. Thank you.
No problem.